Hello, welcome back to Byte Forever. So in this video I've took inspiration from a channel called 8-Bit Show and Tell. So no doubt most of you watching probably also watch his videos. It's Robin he's called. It's a really cool channel. So he did a video about basic programming, which is benchmarked by Guitar Tuner, more Commodore 64 basic optimization tricks. So he ran through how to optimise basic programs using SID chip and sound it produces. And by the way, he also has loads of other great tutorials on assembly language programming and loads of other computer history, Commodore 64, other computers, loads of stuff on software. He uses real hardware, which is really good as well. Anyway, in this video he's using a sound interface device, the SID chip on the Commodore 64. To effectively output a sine wave at the fastest rate that the program can, so that essentially the faster the program's running, the higher the frequency would be. And the way he's doing that, and the way that a lot of people have done that before, and you actually output digitized sound by varying this as well. What he's doing is, to get a min and max, he's setting the volume level on the chip to 0, then to 15, which is the maximum. He's alternately doing that in a really tight loop. So in theory, the faster the loop, higher the frequency. In BASIC, you can access this memory mapped register of the SID chip with POG, which is, the memory address is 54296. So if you poke in there, like 15, that'll set the volume to maximum. You set it to 0, you get a click. If it's like I said, doing this repeatedly, you get a high frequency sine wave. So what I've done is get the C64C out. I've not had to sort of put in a replacement SID chip. In fact, the bread bin I've got an ARM SID in that. I've been trying that earlier on, and I wasn't convinced I had the right output because I was getting a different frequency to the one that Robin was getting in his video. So like I said, I've typed in this program to run it, because what he's doing is he's using some optimizations basic. I'm not really going to go into that. I'd watch his video, it's a lot better than I could explain it. But effectively try and do the fastest loop possible. Even things like, instead of POG v, 0, he's using full stop, which is faster than executing 0, because it doesn't have to look up a floating point number. Effectively everything stores floating point, even if it's an integer. So to run this, you've got to do run 10, because basically one optimization is setting the values after, and 0 being, it's quicker to go to 0 with this go to dot than it would be to go to whatever the number it would be. To run that, I've got it unmuted. I've got a program on a phone here called Spectrum. So let's just play that, and let's see what frequency we get. So this is my attempt assembler version of the basic program that we just looked at, try and get the highest frequency possible. Again, we're setting the volume to min max repeatedly in a really tight loop. So the basic codes are almost the same as this, just the LDA and LDY. This is load register A, and in this case 15, the maximum level. LDY load 0 to that register, and then store the SDA, store the value in register A to D418, which is the equivalent of the decimal equivalent of what we used in the basic program, and store Y to the same location, then jump loop, so just a really tight loop. At the top here we've also disabled interrupts, to attempt to get it even faster. That means that once you run this, effectively it's crashed the computer. Well, it's impossible to get back to basic. That is unless you have Action Replay cartridge, sorry, which is what I've got there. So if you press the reset button on that, then you can, even despite the fact that I've disabled interrupts. So there must be other interrupts, I think non-maskable. There's some NMI non-maskable interrupts which are still running, or should I say still set. So again, I've got this, which is, I'm sorry, from a previous time there. So this is the Spectrum sound analyzer. It just runs off the microphone, same as I do with the basic card. So what I'm going to do is assemble this with back arrow 3. So there you go, it's assembled. And to run it, just press S. And hopefully you'll see what frequency we get if the camera will focus. And it's not focusing again for some strange reason. I don't know why that is. We get the angle right. Oh. Doesn't matter where you put the camera, it won't focus. Should probably get a better camera. Okay, maybe it's the sound that was stopping for focusing. So 5859. There you go. That's the biggest. That's the highest frequency I could get. If anyone's got any optimizations you could possibly do to that, I'm not sure what they'd be, but please put them in the comments. And as ever, thanks for watching. And do check out 8-Bit Show and Tell because it's a really cool channel. Okay, bye for now.